Hi everyone! This week is gonna be so exciting because our very own Lane picked the topic and she said to explain an adventure you've been on. And when she told me this, I knew exactly what story to tell. When I was 16, I was kind of seeing this girl. We were dating. We weren't like together, but we were seeing each other. But I had just kind of stopped talking to this girl that I was like pathetically in infatuation with. So sitting home on the computer when MySpace was cool, the girl that I was obsessed with calls me and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm at this party and it's crazy and you have to come, blah blah blah." And this was at like 10. And I was like, "Oh, okay." But I didn't have a car. And the girl I was seeing wasn't answering her phone. And I was like, "Oh, I can't get there." And she's like, "We'll find a way, blah blah blah." And she's like drunk and I'm like, "Okay." So I call a few people and I thought I had a ride and then I didn't, and then I was like, fuck this, whatever. And so I just kind of wrote it off as I wasn't going to go to the party. Around midnight or so, I don't even know, the girl that I was kind of dating, whatever, she calls me and she's like, "Oh, sorry, I was at the movies, blah blah blah, what's up?" And then I was like, "Oh, well, do you want to go to a party?" And then she was like, "Yeah, sure." She comes over and we leave and we're going to the party. We get lost and have to turn around and stuff, and we get there probably around 1. As soon as I get there, the girl that I was obsessed with like runs out and she's like, "Oh my god, blah blah blah, this is my friend, meet her, blah blah." I'm like, okay. We're walking up and there's like people outside. It's like a pretty decent house. We walk in and I mean, I had been to parties, but nothing like this. So I opened the door and literally it was like a party out of a movie. Like people, it was like packed and the music was blasting and I was just like, gosh, whoa. So we go into the kitchen and immediately we just start taking shots and I'm like, yeah. This guy comes up to me and he's like, "You're so cute." And I was like, okay. He was like, "I really want to make out with you." And I was like, I'm like, nah, I'm not into guys. Next thing I know, he's just like kissing me and I'm like, whoa. The girl that I was kind of dating, she pulls him off and she's like, "What are you doing? Don't kiss him." And I was like, whoa, I'm sorry, he kissed me. And so I'm like, whatever. I turn around, I turn back around, and then the girl I'm dating and the guy are making out. And I'm like, this is so confusing, but okay. The girl that I was in love with, like, pulls me to the side, like, around this corner, and we, like, start making out. And I'm like, I feel so naughty because the other girl's here. And we also met these 2 other girls at the party, and they were, like, pretty chill. This one girl just was attracted to me, and we were talking, and next thing I know, she pushes me up against the wall and we're making out very intensely. And then I'm back with a girl that I was in love with and we're making out on this chair and these guys are filming it. And I was like, "Whoa, turn that off." He's like, no, keep going." And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I end up in a bathroom with like 5 people in the bathtub, and then I end up making out with like 2 more people, and the party just goes on until like 6 a.m. I remember, because I didn't think we were going to be out this late. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I was on an episode of Dr. 90210. You can watch it on Netflix. Anyways, don't watch it though, I'm really awkward in it. Anyways, I had to be home at 9 a.m. Because that's when everyone, like the crew, was going to come to start filming for that show. And I was like, fuck, it's already 6, like I need to go home. The jeans that I was wearing, there was like slits and like on the thigh area. And by the end of the night, they were like totally just, I don't know how they even stayed on me. I'd probably get home around like 6:30 or something, and I try to sneak in because I think that I can fool my parents. And I go to the bathroom and I want to take a quick shower. I try to get my jeans off and like I'm trying to pull one leg out and I just like fall and like they just rip. And I have like jean shorts on now, and I get in bed at 7 or so and wake up at 9. My parents knew, obviously. And to top it all off, I didn't realize, but when I woke up at 9 and was kind of more conscious, I go and look in the mirror and I have like hickeys just like everywhere. And I'm like, great, I'm supposed to be interviewed today and I look like a tramp. I like pounded on makeup. So there you go. There is one adventure that I went on. That was fun.